So the frame is obviously for strength and the glass is ultimately for warmth. But one thing I want to pay attention to is just the actual sash as well. Okay, you notice once again it's a fusion welded process. As a reminder, basically we heat the machine up, this material up to nearly 500 degrees Fahrenheit and fuse the corners together, just like we did with the master frame. So it's just basically the strongest part of the window at that point. And we do once again the same thing with the sash. Okay, you notice little things like we use screws on the tilt pins as opposed to rivets. You know, little things like that you probably wouldn't think about, but what that means, if something were to break, we can replace that part pretty easily, as opposed to having to replace the entire sash, or in some cases with some companies, the entire window. All right. Weather stripping along all the edges. All this weather stripping can be replaced in the event that it wears down over time. It is treated with an antimicrobial, so mold and mildew will not form on it. Okay. On the bottom sash, which I'll point out in the actual physical window, is you have a foam rubber seal, very similar to that of the refrigerator door or the freezer door. Okay. When compressed, it forms a very tight seal. If the glass were to break, we have a glazing bead. I don't know if you can see it there or not, that actually slides over and pops off, so the entire glass pack can be replaced fairly easily. Okay? Now, as far as the actual glass goes, the industry standard is 2 panes of glass, argon gas inside, in the coating of low E, separated by an aluminum spacer. You might be able to see that piece of metal right there. It's pretty much standard throughout this industry, excuse me. Argon gas is used because it's about 300% denser than air. Low E is applied to the glass surface to deflect ultraviolet rays from coming into your home. So what we do at Newpro is very different. With our flagship window, you notice that's 3 sheets of glass as opposed to 2. Instead of argon filled with our flagship window, we use krypton gas. I promise you it's a real gas. It's essentially 600 times denser than air. It's the 3rd densest gas on the planet. Okay? It makes for a very, very warm window. To put things into perspective, you know those canisters you see of helium that you see at a fair, or you know someone's blowing up balloons. You know they're roughly a couple $100 for a canister of that. That same size canister of argon gas is approximately $600 to $800. The same size canister of krypton gas is anywhere from $16,000 to $20,000 depending on the market. So it's a very expensive gas. It's inert. They're safe, argon and krypton. Meaning it's naturally occurring in the Earth's atmosphere, and you're breathing in right now in trace amounts. All right, so it's completely safe. So if something were to happen, you're not going to get poisoned, I promise you. Okay? We use low E coatings on surface 2 and on surface 5. What that means for you is it's going to deflect a lot more ultraviolet rays from coming into your home. It's going to keep your home, you know, 3 to 5 degrees cooler, minimal in the summer, at least 3 to 5 degrees. And it's also going to block out well over 95% of your ultraviolet rays from coming into your home, and fading your nice floors, your curtains, and so on and so forth. Okay? But the secret for all this to work is what separates the glass. With most companies, they use a piece of aluminum, which is essentially the Achilles heel of the glass pack. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Pause it.